disturbance in classes, online digital lessons with HD quality transmissions, subject experts and experienced faculty. Unlike other app, we have our own teachers for assuring 100% quality education. If you too want our quality teachings are at your premises and institutions, not only SSC, but other various courses are in easy method covering state syllabus. We successfully taught at pre-examination period to government SSC students in COVID pandemic. We made grand success our online teachings at private colleges also. Why are you waiting? Just dial for online admissions. Rush and join in ABC Education Learning app.
Good evening everyone. This is K. Parvatisham. I have an experience of 10 years in teaching physical science. You're watching ABC Education and Learning app. So, we were discussing the part of light reflection in the past classes. Do not miss any topic. Be aware of knowledge only through our app. For the subscription or for the admission, please dial to the numbers which are scrolling down and get a step to the bright future. Okay, so here we would like to go on for the method of problem which is asked for 4 marks. Till the yesterday classes, we have discussed about 1 mark, 2 mark scheduling. But ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేటప్పటికి we are going to discuss about a 4 marks method. 4 marks method. So in the previous classes I already informed you that such a type of problems will be asked for 4 marks. ఇందులో ఏం అడుగుతున్నారు? First let me read a question first. Object of 4 centimeters. Object of 4 centimeters is placed at 25 centimeters in front of a concave mirror. It's clearly mentioned that it is a spherical mirror. So what about of focal length? He also given a focal length. So we have been obtained with the 3 values. We have been obtained with the 3 values. So let us take the given part. Given very first one. What is this? An object of 4 centimeters. That means it is not distance. It is the height of an object. Enta height undi అని చెప్పేది అది. Therefore, given object height. Given object height, that is equal to HO is equal to 4 centimeter. Given object height is equal to 4 centimeter. Whereas in front of concave mirror at a distance of 25 centimeters. That is in the active side of a mirror. For suppose this could be a mirror, this could be a principal axis, pole, focus, center of curvature. Coming to this one is principal axis. So while coming to this one, what are we going to get? In front of a concave mirror. That means in the active side, not on the inactive side. Inactive side lo kaadadu unnadi, active side lone undi. Kabatti in front of annadu kabatti enta distance 25 centimeter. That is object distance. Object distance U is equal to 25 centimeter. Acha, next we would be going for the mirror of focal length 15 centimeter. That mirror has a nature of focal length. How much is the focal length? That focal length F is equal to 15 centimeter. So in this question, you have been asked with the 2 parts. What are the 2 parts? That is, at what distance image is formed? Simply, he is asking to find what could be the image distance. What could be the image డిస్టెన్స్ అక్కడతోనే ఆగిపోలేదు. ఇక్కడ ఖాళీ ఇమేజ్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఒకటి ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి అంటే అది 2 మార్క్స్ క్వశ్చన్, 4 మార్క్స్ కాదు అది. మనకు 4 మార్క్స్ క్వశ్చన్ అన్నాం ఇక్కడ. సో వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్? ఫైండ్ ద నేచర్ ఆఫ్ అన్ ఇమేజ్. ఇంకా కొంచెం బాకీ ఉంది. ఫైండ్ ద నేచర్ ఆఫ్ అన్ ఇమేజ్. ఎప్పుడు ఆ నేచర్ కనుక్కుంటారు? ఇఫ్ యూ నో ద ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాగ్నిఫికేషన్. ఇఫ్ యూ నో ద ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆఫ్ అ మ్యాగ్నిఫికేషన్, automatically you can find how about the nature of image. అంటే అది either inverted or erect or it is in front of or behind, enlarged, what type of image, diminished, ఏ type of image అనేది you can find by the ratio obtained by the magnification. So my dear children, I just informed you that the combination of two formula leading to 4 marks question. That is, we have to find the image distance. We have to find the nature. Indirect method is magnification method. So, let us plot this 4 marks question. How? For suppose, what are given? We have been given with a clarity. Next, in order to find image distance, point number 1, image distance. In order to find image distance, we take a formula that is equal to mirror formula. 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v. But one small thing I should remember you, already I have said you in the yesterday's class, that is nothing but this is in front of a concave mirror. That means it is perfectly a spherical mirror. So that in order to do the problem, we have to apply the sign conventions. We have to apply the sign conventions. So what are the values to be substituted here? Sign conventions apply chesina value substitute cheyali. That is, you see, what is given? Height of object. It is above itself. Therefore, it is plus. High object distance, it is in front of, that means the total side is belonging to negative, this side we can expect it as a positive. Therefore, the focal length is here itself, and next one, object distance here itself. So for the both things we can keep negative symbol, because object distance and focal length are lying opposite to the incident direction. This could be your incident direction, whereas this is your focal length and a object distance. Therefore, for the two, I am including with a negative terminology, and these values should be substituted in the mirror formula. How are we going to substitute? See, that implies 1 by f. What is the f value? 1 by minus 15 is equal to, what is having 1 by u? What is 1 by u here? Minus 25. Therefore, 1 by minus 25 plus. What is v? That's what we must find. Ade manam find out cheyali. Therefore, 1 by v. We have to find a 1 by v. So, so what are we going to do here? In order to find this one, I am just able to take 1 by v is equal to, I am sending this minus 25, 1 by minus 25 to this side, so that I am getting, that is nothing but plus 1 by 25. Plus 1 by 25. So that I am getting one more here, this is nothing but 1 minus 1 by 15. Minus 1 by 15. So what are we going to do here? We are able to take the LCM between this, and that can be terminated 25, 15. Both will not come in a similar direction. Thus, the LCM can be termed as 1 by v is equal to 75. Therefore, what is this? 25 5s are 15. Next, what are we going to get? We are going to get the LCM in between, and automatically we are going to get minus What is this? We are going to get the LCM and automatically this is 25 5s are. Automatically this is minus 5 plus 3 and automatically 1 by V is equal to minus 2 by 75. We are going to get this one. At the same time, we need image distance value, not 1 by V. That is not a reciprocal. So what I am going to do here, that implies what are we going to do? V is equal to minus 75 by 2. That stands here for minus 37.5 centimeter. Minus 37.5 centimeter. That comes for your image distance. That comes for your image distance. That means what it is going to give us, object is located 25 centimeters and the image is going to be located at 37.5 centimeters in front of a concave mirror, so that the symbol allotted here is nothing but a minus. It indicates that it is in front of a concave mirror. Again, while coming to next, with this we have completed image distance only, but second part is pending. What is that? The second part is what about a nature? We just said that in order to find the nature, we take an indirect approach, that is by the magnification. That is by the magnification. So let us try to solve this one. So we obtained here, it is nothing but V is equal to minus 37.5 centimeter. U is already given starting itself, that is nothing but a minus 25 centimeters. It is minus 25 centimeters. And automatically the height of object is given as plus 4 centimeters. In order to find what type of nature of an image we are going to get, we require height of image. Naturally, we require height of image. That means what are we going to expect? We are going to combine these two formula in the form of height of image by height of object is equal to minus image distance by what? Object distance. In this, we do not have the value of HI, that is height of image. Therefore, what are we going to do? We are going to substitute all these formulas under this so that we may get the correct answer. That is nothing but substituting the answer. We are going to get HI by, what is HO? It is 4 is equal to minus, what is V? V is already given it as minus 37.5 by, what is the next one? It is U, object distance. Object distance is also given as a minus 25. So naturally, if you are going to simplify this, what we are going to expect? Height of image by 4 is equal to minus into minus. We expect it as a plus. That is plus 37.5 by minus 25. So denominator lo minus undante naturally it comes for a numerator also. So that what is going to happen? This is again converted as height of image by 4 is equal to minus 37.5 by 25. This negative symbol is applied for the numerator. At the same time, if we are going to convert this height of image, the dividend here placed is going to be converted as a multiplicand if we shift to RHS side. That is minus 37.5 into 4. The dividend here, it shifted there. So naturally what is going to happen here? By, we expect 25. We expect 25 because it is down. Therefore, what are we going to do? Here, minus 37.5 into 4. What is the value? For suppose you can directly simplify it or you can multiply it and simplify it. What is this? Minus 37.5 into 35 into 4. What about? We are going to get 150 by 25. Naturally, 25 ones are 25 six are. That is, here we are going to get the result of height of image as -6, and of course it is centimeter. It is as a centimeter. So that manaku konni values vachayi, we can predict the image size. So height of image can be obtained as -6 centimeters. So what is this? Deenni choosukoni manam elanti factors anevi predict cheyochu. Let us take first of all. See, if you are going to take about a size, what is the size of a object? It is +4, that is, it's above the principal axis, -6, it's below the principal axis. 4, 6, the value is not equal. The values are not equal. 4 కన్నా 6 ఎక్కువగా ఉంది అంటే magnification power ఎంత వస్తుంది? ఎక్కువగా వస్తుంది. So that size is equal to enlarged image. You are expecting it as a enlarged image. At the same time, position. How about a position? Position, you can directly write it as, it is +4, it's above the principal axis. It is -6, it's below the principal axis. That is inverted. It is a inverted. Naturally, the image is formed -37.5 centimeters, that is below the principal axis, and we can have a clear idea that it is, the nature is nothing but real image. If anything is what? If you మీరు అనుకోవచ్చు రియల్ ఎందుకు వర్చువల్ కావడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉంది కదా అని మీరు అనుకోవచ్చు. బట్ ఒకటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, -37.5 in front of concave mirror వచ్చినప్పుడు, how can you assume that the image is formed behind a mirror? It's clearly representing that 37.5 centimeters mundu, mirror kanna mundu vastundi annappudu, with the help of this value, you cannot imagine that it's formed behind, so that the nature formed is clearly its real image. At the same time, what about a position? It is focal length kaadu kada. Where is the focal length? Focal length is 15 centimeters. Already it is given in the problem. Of course, the radius of curvature, center of curvature could be at 30 centimeters, and the value we obtained here is 37. Ante it is beyond the center of curvature. We can have a location. సో ఇలా మనకు 1 by 1 క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ ఈ ఫార్ములా రెండింటిని కంబైన్ చేసి తెచ్చుకోవచ్చు. దిస్ ఫార్ములాస్ ఫ్యూజ్ ఇట్ టుగెదర్ టు బి ఆస్క్డ్ యాజ్ అ క్వశ్చన్ ఆఫ్ 4 మార్క్స్. అంటే ఇందులో మనం 2 డివిజన్స్ చేసాము. పాయింట్ నెంబర్ 1, we have calculated an image distance, this is this. Whereas second is nothing but nature of an image calculate cheyadaniki we fused these formulas, that is indirect approach of magnification, and in this automatically on applying sign conventions we obtained -6. Based on this one, comparing the sizes and symbols, 4, 6 enlarged, plus minus inverted, and 37.5 centimeters it's real naturally, whereas 37.5 centimeters and it is beyond the C. Why? Because 30 centimeters we can say center of curvature. How can you say? R is equal to 2F. If F is equal to 15 centimeters as mentioned in the question, radius of curvature could be 30 centimeters. It's a double. Therefore, mana location of image ekkada vachindi 37.5. That is clearly we can say beyond C, somewhere after the C we can expect an image. Ilanti problems anevi you will be asked for a 4 marks, and remember this type of problems are important for an approach of a 4 marks. You have to combine 2 formulas here, right? So this chapter is the most important chapter which worth minimum 6 marks. Minimum 6 marks. 6 to 6.5 marks can be covered using this one, so that you have to focus definitely on the 4 marks question, and 2 marks questions are also. So as at a glance at one point, here in the light chapter 1 you can expect the topic wise and marks wise content. The very first definition is nothing but define Fermat principle. It is asked for 1 mark. It's a 1 mark question. Second topic is nothing but, what are the uses of spherical mirrors? Initial days it was asked for 4 marks question, but nowadays it is just generalized asked question for 2 marks. Why the convex mirrors are used for rear view mirrors, and why the convex mirrors are used as a vigilance mirror. Such type of 2 marks questions are going to be expected in the applications of spherical mirrors. While coming to a next, the problems based on this one may be asked roughly for half mark, that is bit content, or for 1 mark, not more than that, that is R is equal to 2F. Relation between radius of curvature and focal length, and that's important. At the same time, if you go for a 4 marks question, here you can expect ray diagrams. You can expect ray diagrams. At the same time, the problem based on mirror formula, also magnification. Also magnification is expected for 4 marks. Rest of the either mirror formula or magnification is only expected for 2 marks. So that such type of questioning terminology is included in this. Along with this, you may be asked for 1 or 2 marks question, define pole, what is radius of curvature, what is center of curvature, that are second choice questions. But if you come for a first choice questions, ray diagrams, problem included with a mirror formula, at the same time magnification comes for 4 marks question. 1 mark questions, Fermat principle, relation between R and F. 1 mark questions. That is, it can be asked or the problem can be asked. So, while coming to a next rules lo, meeku general ga ekku adagakapochu, but once you go through that, that's a second choice question. In the 2 marks first choice question lo, you are expected with applications of spherical mirrors. Right. So, with this, we would like to shift to the next chapter, that is chemical equations, the second chapter in a chemistry, the second chapter in your physical science. So listen all of you, we are moving on to the second, and let me give you a differentiation between a physics and a chemistry topic, because you need to understand what is the meaning of physics, what is the meaning of chemistry, how to write the differentiating answer between physics and a chemistry. That is an important. So what is that? In physics, it demands much amount of an explanation. It demands much amount of an explanation. For suppose, if a question is asked in physics about my daily life, how should I write? Just as an example, morning at 4:30 I woke up. At 4:30 I woke up, saw my fingers, and I was wiping this eyes, and suddenly I opened my eyes to see everything. It was dark and it was rainy. I suddenly fell asleep. Again I woke up at 6 o'clock. Such type of every point, everything, describing factor should be written in physics, included with the headings like construction, principle, working, if any flaws, precautions, everything like that. But what about a chemistry? Chemistry majorly discuss on reactions. ఇక్కడ ఎక్కువ మ్యాటర్ అనేది అవసరం లేదు. ఇట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ కరెక్ట్ ఈ రియాక్షన్ రాసి దానికి ఉన్న ప్రిన్సిపల్ని కనుక వాల్యుయేటర్కి చూపించగలిగితే మీకు మార్క్స్ ఈజీగా వస్తాయి. అంటే ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పినట్టు నేను పొద్దున్న లేచాను, కళ్ళు తుడుచుకున్నాను, అలారం చూశాను, ఎవరు లేకపోయారు, మళ్ళీ పడుకున్నాను, ఇవన్నీ అవసరం లేదు. In a chemistry, one sharp point is nothing but 4:30 woke up, 6 o'clock fresh up. That's it. Direct concept to concept is explained and is required for the heart and soul of a chemistry. Here, the most important part is regarding a formula and also a reactions. If you go a minute difference with the reactions or any formula, the total process is going to be in vain. Waste అయిపోతుంది మొత్తం. కాబట్టి కెమిస్ట్రీలో మేజర్గా ఇఫ్ ఏ క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్ ఆస్క్డ్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు మేజర్లీ ఫోకస్ ఆన్ ద టాపిక్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫార్ములా అండ్ రియాక్షన్స్ అండ్ రిలేటెడ్ కాంటెంట్. బట్ ఇన్ ద ఫిజిక్స్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ మస్ట్ బి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్డ్ విత్ అ డిస్క్రైబింగ్ మేనర్. ప్రతి పాయింట్, ఈవెన్ ఒక చిన్న స్క్రూ పిన్ పెట్టాలి ఈ మెషిన్కి అనే దానికి కూడా ఫిజిక్స్లో సిగ్నిఫికెన్స్ ఉంటుంది. ఆ పాయింట్ మీరు మిస్ చేసినా కూడా మీకు అక్కడ ఎంతో కొంత మార్క్ తగ్గే అవకాశం ఉంది. Because of that reason, we just go in a deep method for a physics, reactive method in a chemistry. So what about, first of all, we would like to introduce a chapter. This is nothing but called as a chemical equations. Actually it is, but it is a part of chemical kinetics. In your textbook, it is written as a chemical equations. So, it's only about a equations part, but the branch of chemistry which deals with the reaction mechanisms is called as chemical kinetics. It improves ఫాస్టా స్లోవా ఎంత జరుగుతుంది ఎప్పుడు జరుగుతుంది ఎలాంటి ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఉంటాయి వాటన్నిటి గురించి చదివేది ఏంటంటే కెమికల్ కైనెటిక్స్. బట్ ఇన్ దిస్ కైనెటిక్స్ వి జస్ట్ టేక్ ద ఈక్వేషన్స్ రియాక్షన్స్ అనే ఒక 2-3 టాపిక్స్ని మాత్రమే మన సిలబస్లో తీసుకుంటాం. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దాట్ రీజన్ ద చాప్టర్ నేమ్ ఇస్ గివెన్ ఫర్ యూ యాజ్ అ కెమికల్ ఈక్వేషన్స్. So, if you are going on for the chemical equations or a chemical kinetics, very first substance, very first basic point to learn here is nothing but what do you understand by the atom? And remember very carefully students, oka physics lesson ఖచ్చితంగా ఒక ఫిజిక్స్ స్టూడెంట్ అనిపించుకోవాలంటే ఫస్ట్ బేసిక్ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే ఇట్ ఇస్ ఎనర్జీ. ఒక కెమిస్ట్రీ లెసన్ ఖచ్చితంగా తీసుకోవాలి అంటే ఫస్ట్ బేసిక్ పాయింట్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ atom. Because these are acting as a foundation stones for the both of the chapters. So what is the meaning of an atom? Atom is nothing but a smallest substance. At the same time, it is an indivisible substance. It's a smallest substance, at the same time it's an indivisible substance. And దానికి అంతకన్నా ఎక్కువ మనం డివైడ్ చేయలేము. It's a minute substance. So that could be smallest indivisible substance of matter is referred as a atom. So if we are going for the next one, what is the meaning of a element? What is an element? Actually, remember this point. Atom is a word which is derived from a Greek language called as atomos, which means indivisible. So on the atomos, later on this is modified as an atom. It's a Greek language word that is modified as an atom. It's extracted from it. So that an element is nothing but a group of same atoms. Group of same atoms with some characteristic properties. For suppose, who am I? I am a human being with some characteristic properties. That is, I am a physics teacher. And of course, my name is so and so. I am living at so and so. These are my properties. These are related to me. So, even the element is also nothing but group of same atoms. ఒక ఎలిమెంట్ అంటే దానికి సంబంధించిన ఆటమ్స్ మాత్రమే దాంట్లో ఉంటాయి, నాట్ రిలేటెడ్ టు అదర్, అండ్ విత్ సమ్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆర్ ఎస్టాబ్లిష్డ్ ఫర్ ఇట్. విత్ సమ్ characteristic properties are established. What are the characteristic properties? Like atomic weight, atomic number, and atomic mass. All those are related to the characteristic properties that we will study in the 7th chapter. So, an atom is the smallest indivisible substance of a matter. At the same time, what is an element? Element is a group of same atoms with some characteristics properties. Now, what we are going to do at the chemical kinetics? Let us study about a molecule. What do you understand by a molecule? A molecule is nothing but it's a group of atoms. It's a group of atoms. So, what is the difference? మీరు ఇంతకుముందు అన్నారు ఎలిమెంట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో అ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ ఆటమ్స్, ఇక్కడ మాలిక్యూల్ కూడా గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ ఆటమ్స్ అంటున్నారు. వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్? లిసన్ మీ. Here in an element, what are we going to use? It is a simplest form. It is a simplest form with some reactivity properties. A molecule is nothing but existency property. So what about this one? Here molecule is a group of atoms. Automatically those are classified with the two types. The first one is referred as a homomolecule, in which you can expect the atoms, the molecule is formed with the same type of atom. Whereas you can expect a second type, this is nothing but called heteromolecule. For suppose, if we are going to take H2, this is existency form in the gas. This is an existency form. I just said you that a molecule comes for an existency form for the gases, whereas element is a reactivity form. So what about this one? This is formed by H plus H. The two same atoms. So such type of molecule is called as homomolecule. Whereas if you are going to take a second example, HCl, it is formed by two different atoms. So this is nothing but heteromolecule. This is a very important part, because to differentiate this. So you can take many examples for a heteromolecule, at the same time a number of examples for a homomolecule. So that is an important. So once at a glance, an atom is the smallest indivisible particle in the matter. Whereas what is an element? Element is a group of same atoms with some characteristic properties. It's in a reactivity form. Whereas a molecule, a group of atoms may be existed with the same atoms or in a different atoms. It's an existency form. Whereas what about H plus H? Is nothing but two same atoms are combined here, so it is called as homomolecule. If two different atoms are combined here, it is said to be called as a heteromolecule. That is an important. Whereas we go for the next topic. So listen carefully. Here we would like to go on for the next concept, that is nothing but called as a reaction. So what do you understand by the reaction? First of all, let me give you a small thing. I have taken this one. Whereas if for suppose I might have taken any other, I have taken this paper. Actually initially the paper is nothing but roughly in a rectangular size. Whereas if I apply the force, its size is slightly modified. Its size is huge before, now its size is small. So what is going to happen here? I just insisted a force on a substance which is existing already, so that the size has been transformed. ఒక ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ సబ్స్టెన్స్ పైన నేను ఫోర్స్ అప్లై చేసినప్పుడు వాట్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ డన్, ద సైజ్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్డ్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యాపన్, such a type of the study of how an existing substance has been modified into other substance. An existing substance, how it is modified into another substance. Sometimes it may form a new substance also. For suppose, let me take, this is a paper on which I am just applying a fire. Automatically this paper completely changes its form and becomes some powdered ash. సో ఒక పేపర్గా ఉన్న ఇది ఒక యాష్లా ఎలా మారింది అనేది తెలుసుకోవాలంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద స్టడీ ఆఫ్ అ కెమిస్ట్రీ, స్టడీ అండర్ అ కెమిస్ట్రీ, అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అ రియాక్షన్. A reaction is nothing but it is the study of how ఎలా an existing substance, already existing substance has converted into what? Here we can have two options, new or modified. We can get converted a substance that is nothing but into a new if we apply chemical change. Example is firing the paper. Automatically it's a chemical change. Whereas it is modified, that is a physical change. This is, if I place this one by physically, automatically paper fold అవుతుంది, మళ్ళీ నేను దీన్ని రిటర్న్ తెచ్చుకోవచ్చు. But if I fire this paper, I cannot bring back the paper. So that chemical change when applied, it obtains a new substance. Physical change when applied, it obtains a modified substance. That is an important here. So as a part here, we would like to go on for the simple method. A gives rise to B. A gives rise to B. So what about this one? A is nothing but an existing substance. A is nothing but an existing substance, and of course this is a change. That is a change in what you apply. That is maybe a physical or maybe a chemical. Naturally, this is nothing but new substance or a modified substance. So how this happened అని చెప్పేదాన్ని reaction అని పిలుస్తాం. So listen here carefully. An existing substance can be termed as a reactant. An existing substance can be called as a reactant. But how a new or modified substance is there? What is that called as? It is called as a product. It is called as a product. So a reaction in detail studies about how an existing substance has been modified into a new or a modified substance by an applied change. Maybe a physical, maybe a chemical. If physical change, it gets a modified substance. If a chemical change, it gets a new substance. So here we would like to study a definition here. This is called as mechanism of reaction. So if you would like to study the mechanism of a reaction, it is very important. No way it is not going to be ignored. Adi ignore chese prasaktilo ledu. So that what is the mechanism of a reaction? Would you like to know that? Don't go anywhere. We will be taking in the next class. Until that, enjoy the learning through the app. That is nothing but only the standard app, ABC Educational Learning app. For the admissions, dial to the numbers scrolling down and get a quality education. Thank you.